Welcome to the Random Encounter Show, a very early morning episode. I'm Deathstalker 5, coming in for I have no idea. The only thing that I do know is that we have some mystery packages that came into the Fortress of Doom here. And we're going to get into these and talk about them soon. I have no idea what's in here. So like I said, no idea. But before that, I just wanted to sit and talk with you guys. Talk to the community. Wasn't planning on being on camera today. Never really ever planned to be on camera. I'm terrible at it. If you're new here, it's script-free, impromptu videos. This one especially. Sometimes we'll actually sit down and study something and make a proper video of it. But a lot of times it's just these little community episodes. I like these episodes. I like getting down and just talking and sharing my mind, sharing my heart with people. Because my greatest motivation behind doing this whole show and such is the fact that the community behind it, you guys are just amazing. Whether it's on Discord, it's on YouTube here, it's on Facebook. There's so many awesome people there, and every once in a while, somebody will leave a comment, or somebody will shoot me a message, or an email, or whatever, and say, hey, thanks for putting that show out. You know, it really cheered me up. I needed that. That's the air under my wings. There's nothing better than hearing that from the community. And that's why I do a lot of these, yeah? So we can stay in touch with one another. You guys give me so much. You know, that me being able to come on, get on camera as often as possible, sharing life with you, telling stories, whatever. If that gives you something back, that means everything to me. Yeah. By the way, it's early morning. Make sure you have something to drink. For those that missed our old corner store cup. Yeah, we're here in the studio. This is my regular traveling companion. I've had this cup for, over 10 years. Yeah, I'm proud of this cup. It's literally falling apart. Glue's coming out of the edges and such, but I love this cup. And it's a marvelous cup. After all the years that I've had it and all the things that I've poured into it, I've never had to clean it. Yeah. You guys got a favorite cup? I think everybody should have a favorite cup. It's just one of those things. But yeah. We're talking about the community. If you're new here, we have our community spread out between Discord, Facebook, links and all that stuff below where you can get involved. I really enjoy sharing my hobbies with you guys and gals. But I like it even more when on Facebook and Discord and through the comment section and such, that you guys share your hobbies back to me. Yeah, that's why I said that I try to make this thing a community thing. I don't know where I'm going. I appreciate you guys. Yeah? I appreciate you. Talking about community, I got a chance to talk with Mike over on the Solitary RPG channel. Called him up on the phone. This is my kind of, Mike is my kind of gamer. I really enjoyed talking with him. We're talking about doing some stuff in the future that we're going to try to figure out and such. But yeah, just another person, that through this whole community thing that I've got to talk to and meet, and I don't know, we come together so well. Yeah? It's just like the holiday special. I'm still coming off the high from the holiday special. I need about 3 weeks from the holiday special before I get back, in my proper mind. Because it's just amazing to see our community get together. It's amazing to me. It's amazing that you guys will put up with me and enjoy what I do here. I'm just a regular guy. I put my underwear on like anybody else. Yellow in the front, brown in the back. I'm just a regular guy, so it's amazing to me that we have so many people that love the show and support the show And yeah, it's just, I get high off the holiday special. The video submissions, all the work people put into stuff, the gifts, the cards, etc. Yeah, that's something I just look forward to, but it humbles me to the ground. And yeah, like I said, I need a few weeks to come back to myself after that. But you guys keep forcing me on. Yeah, you guys keep forcing me on. That's okay. That's okay. Did you make any New Year's resolutions yet? Did you break them yet? That's okay too. Yeah? This camera gives us the blues with lighting. I don't know what the deal is. Somebody help me with the camera. I have no idea what I'm doing. Isn't it apparent by now? Yeah, New Year's resolutions. One thing that it's not a New Year's resolution because I literally just came up with it like 2 days ago. But I seen just how fat I'm getting on the camera. Yeah, I'm looking like a basement dweller. I'm looking like a slob. And so we're going to have to handle that. But we're not making it a New Year's resolution because then we won't handle it. And I probably won't handle it anyway. But I plan on handling it. I plan on cutting way back on my soda addiction. And I plan on getting back on my workout program. Don't let any of these yahoos out here convince you about weight loss medication. I don't know what's going on. Everybody's shooting diabetes medication now to lose weight. I don't know. It doesn't sound like a good idea to me, but maybe, but I'm not willing to try that. I do like having a pancreas. But, it's not weight loss medication. It's not cardio, aerobic exercises. None of that stuff really helps for losing weight. You want to lose weight? You build muscle. Yeah? You lift weights. You do resistance exercises, and you build muscle. Because the truth about it is that the more muscle mass you have, the more fat you're going to be burning 24/7. Yeah? So muscles burn fat. So yeah, it's definitely time for Deathstalker 5 to be hitting the weights and different things. Getting out every day, doing some walking. Not today. It's like 20 degrees with a 40-mile-an-hour wind blowing. Yeah? The cold front. It was 70 degrees. No, it was 76 degrees with the real feel yesterday here. Now we're in the 20s. And it was raining, and now it's not raining, and it's going to be raining some more, but no snow for the Fortress of Doom. Yeah, haven't seen snow since 2016. I like the snow. But yeah, that's going to be my thing. And the only reason I want to lose weight for real is all my clothes have stopped fitting. I'm forced to walk around in sweatpants and pajama pants and extra large t-shirts all of a sudden. Yeah. How embarrassing. We'll get it fixed. You guys want to start a workout? What do you call those? Exercise programs, workout programs, working out with Deathstalker 5? I don't know. Yeah, I doubt we'll do that. But we're definitely going to be doing some working out. But yeah, what else is going on? Oh, here's a little gift for all of you. I'm going to be putting a link to this playlist in the description of this video. That back in the early 90s, righteously I think late 80s, but definitely early 90s, there was this movie and then this show with further movies that came out that me and my Aunt Lisa got into big time. It was through Fox, yeah? It was called Alien Nation. Yeah, there was a movie, and then there was the TV show with the TV movies. I can't find the first movie anywhere to watch free for streaming or whatever. But apparently no one cares about the TV show. So it's listed on YouTube in its entirety along with the movies, and it's ad-free. Yeah, I've been looking for this. I've been looking for Alien Nation for a long time. There's the DVD sets out. Yeah, you can get the TV series pretty cheap, but the TV series is a cliffhanger, And you definitely want to have the movies that came out afterwards to wrap up the storyline. And the movie set was always just a ridiculous price for some I guess B movies. You know what I mean? It was, yeah, 89 bucks is like the cheapest I've ever seen it. So yeah, so I was like, man, I want to get into that. I want to get the wife into it. So yeah, now it's on YouTube ad free. We're watching the heck out of it. The wife's all into it. She's keeping me up late. Watching the sponge heads down in Slag Town. It's a great series. I'm not going to put any spoilers for it, but basically, the aliens, a slave ship, aliens that were meant to be slaves somewhere, wherever they were supposed to be going. I can't remember. The series starts exposing some of this stuff later on. But the slave ship actually crash landed into Earth, and all of the aliens, like 250,000 aliens that were meant to be slaves somewhere, they get off and they quarantine them first, and then they release them into Los Angeles to live amongst humanity. Yeah, you guys gotta go check this out. I promise you, if you haven't watched Alien Nation, you're going to probably be a fan of it. Definitely better than watching the Random Encounter show, for the most part. Okay, we're not all the time slackers around here. But yeah, Alien Nation's fantastic. I highly recommend checking it out. Yeah, in case you're wondering why we're back here in the painting studio, I'm still digging through all those crates of gaming stuff we got a few days ago down in Biloxi. Yeah, so far I found like 3 paint pots that weren't good, so that's happy. Getting stuff prepped, where it goes, what game this goes with, all this kind of stuff. It takes time, and cleaning it up, sanitizing it, and then throughout this week, we're going to be putting that stuff on eBay. Speaking of going out and buying stuff and flipping it or keeping it and such, something popped up on the radar today that if we can go grab that, it'll be an amazing buy and flip. Be hard for me to flip it though, guys. It's an Atari Jaguar with the CD unit. Yeah? A console that I have no idea why I miss it. At one point I had 2 Atari Jaguars with CD units on them. Yeah? Back in mid-90s, late 90s, the Atari Jaguar, you could go into a KB toy stores, and for like $20 you can buy the entire setup, games and everything basically. But, despite it being, it's actually a pretty cool machine for the time. Atari fumbled it on the software side. Yeah? And that was pretty much the last real, I guess you could say, I don't know. It was the last of what was original Atari consoles. They're back now. Whoever owns the IP, some company, or maybe conglomerate of companies, and they're firing Atari stuff out left and right, and it's amazing. I want to get involved, but we'll wait on all this. Yeah, but she's got the Atari Jaguar up. And yeah, I would probably flip it, but I think back and I said, the Atari Jaguar, it had the best port of Doom. Better than the PC port to me that was out there. It had the amazing port of Space Hulk. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with these games. The 32-bit era was a lot of fun for me. Sega Saturn, the Atari Jaguar, the 3DO, the PlayStation, etc. There was a gaming had left the standards of what the 16-bit generation had finished from the 8-bit generation. A lot of platformers and all this. And we started seeing all these new genres come. And genres that had really started in the 16-bit era really came to fruition in the 32-bit era. Fighting games, for example. First-person shooters. Just all kinds of full-motion video games and such. This stuff was so much fun to see it. I remember the 3DO blew me away. The 3DO blew me away. I went over to my buddy Lonnie's house. We talked about him before. He was a teenager and I was still a kid. Well, not necessarily a kid, but I wasn't as old as he. He had me by about 4 years or so. And even in the mid 90s and stuff, I was still pretty naive about video games. You know, at home we had a Color Computer 3, TRS-80 Color Computer 3. I had a Super Nintendo. I was familiar otherwise with gaming with Aunt Lisa, Atari 2600 and 7800. That's how I became such an Atari fan. Of course, I had seen the Nintendo. My cousins had it. ColecoVision, my other cousins had it. Intellivision, Robbie had it. My mom was friends with his moms, and we'd play that kind of stuff. But, you know, that was up to the 16-bit era, like Super Nintendo. That was the most cutting-edge video gaming I had seen at home. Not at the arcade, but at home. So one day, I went over to Lonnie's house, and he literally had every video game console ever made. I don't know, it was crazy, but he had just got in the 3DO. It was sort of like the Neo Geo of the time. That it was a ludicrous price. What did the 3DO, like $800, $700 or something for just a console? Yeah, something I would have never dreamed of having during that time. Lonnie's dad had a pretty good job somewhere, but he was always away from home. So he just bought Lonnie just video games and video game consoles. His whole room was just stacked full of this stuff. But he was so excited about the 3DO. Called me up. I went over to his house, and I'll never forget it. He had, what was the game? Oh my goodness. Wing Commander 3. The one with Mark Hamill in it and the Chewbacca looking people. Yeah, and it was the first time I had seen full motion video like this on a video game. I didn't have a Sega CD and all this kind of stuff. This was the first CD based video game console I'd ever seen. But the people were real and everything looked real, and there was 3D stuff, and then there was training programs, and it was like a simulation of Wing Commander. It's just one of my favorite series of all times. You know, eventually it came out for the Super Nintendo and all this kind of stuff. There was Super Wing Commander, which was probably my favorite, on the 3DO as well, because I ended up getting a 3DO later on, and I loved the dang thing. But just seeing Wing Commander 3 for the first time in all of its glory, it literally floored me. It was like, holy smokes, we're in the future, baby! Yeah, that's stuff that just doesn't happen with video games anymore. Yeah? I think the PS2 was sort of the last wow-wee. Like, this is amazing looking console. You got the PS3, the Xbox 360, all the stuff that came out later. It just seems like it's basically it builds off what the PS2 and the Dreamcast sort of started. I don't know anything about the GameCubers. I've quit buying Nintendo stuff after Nintendo 64. Yeah, that was probably my biggest letdown. I knew the Atari Jaguar wasn't going to be a huge deal. It was on clearance its whole life. Yeah? But the Nintendo 64 was a massive letdown. But anyway, from that PS2 era, early 2000s, we're sort of seeing the same thing over and over, especially since the PS3, PS4, now PS5. It's like the same things coming out over and over and over. And maybe the textures are a little bit better on the 3D stuff and different things like that. But I haven't had one of those just, whoa, moments, like mind-blowing moments with video games. I guess since like the 32-bit era. That jump from 2D gaming and everything all the way over into you got like real people talking to you and music and stuff. And then you've got 3D graphics, even though primitive then, they were mind-blowing. Yeah? That was a massive jump, that was mind-blowing. And I'm so glad that in the history of video gaming, I got to live in that era. I've got to see video gaming pretty much, from its infancy all the way up till now. But like I said, that jump in technology of what we expected from video game consoles, I think that was the best time, really. Yeah. Even though you look back now and those 3D games are really crappy, those full motion video games, for the most part, they're pretty crappy. All that kind of stuff. You have no idea what it was. Same with like the 16-bit generation. Coming from Atari and Nintendo, the NES, and such. And then seeing games like Super Mario World, Street Fighter 2, Star Fox, this kind of stuff. That was a massive jump. Yeah? But I think the biggest jump was into the 32-bit generation of what video games could do. Yeah, that like I said, it floored me. But anyway, back to this Atari Jaguar thing. If the lady responds, she only wants a few $100 for it. It would be hard for me to flip it because I love Atari so much, but it would be an easy flip, well over $1,000. It's a working CD unit. It's a working console, and it's a bunch of games, complete in box and such. Easy, over $1,000 flip. So we'll see about that. The ride there is about 2 hours, but in the opposite direction of Biloxi. Instead of going to, Las Vegas on the beach, you've got to go to basically Alabama's biggest hood, Montgomery. Yeah, Montgomery used to be nice. Now it's like lock the doors and pull the guns out as we drive through. Yeah. No offense to any of our fans living in Montgomery. If you live that close to me, you might as well speak up. I might come visit you. Yeah, so that would be a good flip. And I'm getting back into this flipping game. It feels good, guys. I haven't done this in years. Basically, since I got married to my wife. I had entered a doctoral program and all this, but getting back into this, sharking things out, looking for things. I have a lot of fun with this, and you never know what you're going to find. You never know who you're going to meet. And you don't know of all the great restaurants that you're going to eat at. Yeah? The wife's riding because of the restaurants. Anyway. Let me get a sip here. Anyway. Let's go ahead and check out our mystery packages from none other than our legendary community member, Richard in the UK. Yeah, he contacted me, I don't know, a few days ago. Actually, I don't even think he contacted me. I think on our members only video we did right at the first, he left a comment saying, oh, by the way, there's some packages going to be showing up at your house. Yeah. I was like, no. What is this, the holiday special 3.1? Yeah? I don't know, but and there were some instructions for the packages, somewhat. Yeah, I told him I will do the best I can do. Who knows what Amazon has put into this stuff, but like I said, I just can't believe it. Yeah, you guys aren't giving me a break. It's going to be till, I don't know, April until I can get over the holiday special. Slow down, guys. Slow down. Yeah, of course I didn't bring Lucky. So let me go here into move some stuff around and get into the drawer here, because we'll have, what do we need to say? Here's Hobby Knife. Yeah. I don't know. But let's just see what Richard has in store for us, yeah? We'll take it slow and we'll try to, because he said he put messages in. We'll take it slow and we'll read the messages and try to get this thing right. If we fail miserably, I'm sure Richard will forgive us. Yeah? I talked to Richard yesterday. He was sending me pictures of, he lives in a beautiful place, yeah, in the UK. Somewhere, what's the name of it? Somewhere around York, if I remember correctly. Yeah? I've already zoomed his area out. I was like, yeah, if we do a tour in the UK, I'm definitely going to visit Richard. He lives in a beautiful place. He was sending me pictures of all the snow they were getting. His daughter had built a snowman as tall as she was. And it's like, yeah, you guys with all this snow, you're killing me. You're killing me. I don't originate from South Alabama. Yeah, I originate from North Georgia. Mountains, Appalachia country. And I'm used to snow. Yeah, I like snow. Something to kill the bugs. We could use it down here in the swamps. Anyway. Yeah, we're going to see what we got here. I have no idea what we're getting into. Let's see if they left messages here. No messages there. So we're just, I don't know what we're going to do. Let me see if I can find some of the messages. Yeah? I see some books. We're not peeking. We're not peeking. I'm not even familiar with the books. All I can see is the back of the books. Yeah? So we're not peeking. We're going to see if we can get... This one's got a pull to open. Find the messages here. Again, not a message, a QR code. Okay. There we go. First message and last message, yeah? They are by the same team as the classic Fabled Lands series and are also open world in style, so it should be right up your street. From Richard in the UK. Richard Harrison. What do we got going on here? Oh, what do we got going on here? I'm just going to pull this stuff out. We're going to take a look at it. Yeah? Holy smokes, is this a whole series? I think it's a whole series, guys. Oh, Richard, you're killing me over here. Guys. You guys, oh my goodness, Richard's killing me over here. Is there a number to these? I think it's open world. Okay, guys, you know that when it comes to the choose your own adventure stuff, that there's stuff like classic modules for tunnels and trolls, fighting fantasy, the new stuff for monsters and stuff. And these modules are that with like monsters and tunnels and trolls, that you take the RPG rule set and you treat these like an adventure module, and that paragraph by paragraph you advance through the module to the end. And those are fantastic. I like those, but they don't have a lot of replayability. Same with fighting fantasy. But when it comes to Fabled Lands, for example, instead of just having a linear like path or pathways that your characters can take, instead it's a big open world, and all the books comprise a map of a continent, and you're free to go and just get involved and do with whatever you want in that world. You build a standard RPG character and off you go. Yeah? To me, Fabled Lands is the best of the best for that. But I've been waiting for them to finish. I think they have 1 or 2 books left on Fabled Lands. I know that the guys that are behind it, they've been working on several projects and also working on Fabled Lands. This one I've sort of seen, but I never really took a deep look at it. But I always meant to get to it. Yeah, and now I forgot about it. And now Richard's swooping in like an eagle on me here. It is the Vulcanverse, solo role-playing in an open world. We're going to be taking a look at these, yeah? Oh my goodness, here we go. But Vulcanverse, I have no idea. It looks fantasy. We're going, like I said, let's take a look at this. Let's dive into this for a second. Explore the Vulcanverse. Battle with monsters, forge friendships, acquire patrons, travel with companions, earn the hatred of enemies, all of whom who have long memories and will help or hinder you throughout your adventures. In the vast open world, you will find hundreds of amazing quests, make choices with lasting consequences, win glory, cheat death, and face challenges at every turn. Every decision is in your hands. Start in any book. Be whoever you choose. Go anywhere you please. And do anything you want. The only limit is your imagination. Yeah, it sounds like they're bringing more of the greatness that is Fabled Lands in another series here. And of course, the book starts off, we've got a really nice looking map. I just want to take a quick peek through here. So we have this we have the houses of the dead, the hammer of the sun, the wild woods, the pillar of the sky, the workshop of the gods. Yeah, it looks like Richard went all in for here. I am just taking a look. Da, 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 da. I'm going to guess this has a setting that deals with sort of the mythology of ancient Greece, maybe Rome. Because it's talking about Arcadia and the garden of the gods of Olympus and Dionysus and satyrs and centaurs, Pan, Artemis. This, what have we got going on here? Golden lyres, laurel wreaths. Oh, this might be amazing. And it's set up a lot like a familiar look of what Fabled Lands looks like. So definitely numbered paragraphs with choices to make. Oh, I can't wait to get into this. My goodness. My goodness. My question is, let me see here. Here's a character sheet. Oh, yeah. It looks a lot like Fabled Lands. Yeah, this is exciting, guys. I didn't know what I'd heard of the Vulcan verse, but I didn't know what all it entailed. I thought it was just a small sort of maybe spin-off or something from Fabled Lands. But this looks like it's its own fully fledged world and role-playing system behind it. My question is, maybe we can get in here. So, yeah, in this one you've only got 4 attributes: charm, grace, ingenuity, and strength. And it gives you how to roll those up, etc. Possessions, money. They've got glory in here. So that's one of the things. Scars, blessings, companions. So this might go a little deeper than the Fabled Lands actually did. Yeah, because I can't remember ever getting companions and such in Fabled Lands. Yeah, maybe we can get the light. Yeah, I've learned to adjust it a little bit in the editor with the last video, because it was just terrible in the last video. So we got, like I said, this looks amazing. The Wild Woods, Jamie Thompson, Vulcan verse. Yeah. We got the houses of the dead. Holy smokes, are we going into the underworld? Are we visiting Hades? Oh, this is going to be good. Yeah, this is going to be good. We got the workshop of the gods. This one's a thick one. This one's a thick one. So this one has a different description. Vulcan City is a place of striking contrast. Can I speak English? A metropolis where marble palaces and gilded rooftops soar against the sky, whose walls and towers seem approaching travelers like the flanks of mountains, where gold and jewels overflow the coffers of wily merchants, and where nobles in silk finery indulge in the Epicurean pleasures to rival the banquets of Olympus. But it is also a place of teeming streets and plazas, where cutthroats and spies hide themselves amid the crowds, where narrow alleyways can lead to stinking maze-like warrens, where the unwary visitor is soon lost as in the deepest wood. In candlelit taverns you may overhear whispered secrets that can make a fortune or ruin a reputation. And here in the magnificent hub at the center of the Vulcanverse, life is often as cheap as a trinket sold on a marketplace stall. Oh, this sounds like my kind of place to check out. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And again, all these books, just going to make the wild guess here. It says that it's open-ended. And this one's Dave Morris. Yeah, Dave Morris, Jamie Thompson, they're the 2 guys behind Fabled Lands. So I had no idea the project was this size. Pillars of the Sky. Looks like we're going into a mountainous region. And then the Hammer of the Sun. Yeah, looks like maybe Egyptian Petra desert kind of thing. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, this looks good. Guys. Over the years, we might discover how much gaming one guy can do on his own as a solo player. because you guys are killing me. You guys are Richard. You're killing me. He had one last message. He says he's Deathstalker 5 from Rich Harrison. Yeah. Absolutely lovely. Absolutely lovely. When Richard said he was sending something over, I couldn't wait for it. He's a man of impeccable taste. I'm telling you. I can't think of the name. A few years back, he sent over another one of these style books, but it was from a different writer, and he was inspired by Fablelands. What was the name of it, Rich? I'll put it in the comments. It was a Victorian sort of steam-powered game, detective game. I liked that one a lot. Yeah? I like that one a lot. Richard hits me with stuff that he knows I'm going to like, but it's just different than anything that I've been playing. And I enjoy that. Yeah? What a friend of the show. Yeah, Richard, you're killing me over here. Yeah, you're killing me. I don't know what to say. I get so humble. That this guy is not just grabbing a single book to go into the game, but he goes all in for it. It's killer. It's killer. I don't know what to say. I'm looking forward to dive into this. Yeah? I'm looking forward to it. Let me get something to drink. Yeah? Like I said, you guys, this community, it humbles me to the ground. You got somebody that doesn't even speak good English over here. Yeah? My verbal skills have went into the gutter. You know why? I'll tell you why. This might seem like the odd thing. My verbal skills started going into the gutter with the more languages I learned. Yeah, my English started suffering terribly. Studying Arabic, Spanish, picking up some German here and there. Hebrew. This is all from seminary. But also unspoken languages like Babylonian and Assyrian cuneiform, Egyptian, Old Kingdom, Demotic, etc. The more I got into learning all this stuff, studying it and using it and doing translation works and stuff, my English just went into the gutter. I'm not gonna lie. I see words and you guys know it for sure, if anybody knows it. But I see words and it's like my brain freezes. Yeah, because it's like if you see like a word like ch, like church, for example. In most of the other languages I know, that wouldn't be pronounced as church. It would make a k sound. Like in the Bible and such. Makes more of a hard H sort of sound in the back of the throat. and different combinations of E's and O's and different things. It's like, I don't know. I've blown my mind with languages. Welcome to Deathstalker 5's universe. You'd hate to be in it. But I have a good time. Yeah. But like I said, this community just blows me away. I don't know what it is. On our channels only, not channels only, members only videos. Most of the time, it's hanging out here in the studio because I'm working and we need to cut a video. The Rogues Gallery comes in. We hang out here. We don't have it for copyright strikes, but I wish we did. We could listen to the boombox here, and we talk about things, and we all share questions, and I try to answer things and give advice and such like that. But so they're used to being back here and hearing me rambling. But I said it's time for the main channel, for the main part of the Random Encounter Army. You can get some rambling too back here. But yeah, I never would have dreamed this community. Last episode, somebody asked me what the big goal for this channel was. And I told them some goals I had. But the biggest goal is already met. That my idea to get behind this thing and make this channel was for a community. For like-minded gamers and just a place to be positive, share my hobbies and have people share their stuff with me, share a few laughs along the way. Yeah, I'm definitely somebody that can get on camera and you're going to be able to laugh at, yeah? You have no idea. I go back and I'll watch videos that we produce. And sometimes I go back in time and look at some of the first stuff, and it's a mixture of just hysterically laughing at myself and pure dread that I would even dare get on camera. Yeah. But yeah, big thank you from Richard to Richard from the UK. What an amazing gift. Like I said, I don't know what to say. You know, big thank you to all of the Rogues Gallery and all of the Random Encounter Army. Everybody that tunes in, all the comments and everything. It's just been an amazing experience. Like I said, that community goal has been met, and I've just been, I don't know. Like I said, it's like air under my wings. I just ride on you guys' current that you give me. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna get off camera and be all humble and stuff. I think I'm turning red. Yeah, maybe get my heart medication. You guys have no idea how me and Richard waited for the Amazon worker to deliver these yesterday. Yeah, I needed heart medication. It was like it's 6 stops away, it's 4 stops away. I don't know. I live way out in the country, guys. We get entertained by stuff that no one even thinks about that lives amongst civilization. We're easy to entertain, but in a way that's a blessing. Yeah, but yeah. Anyway, I don't know what I'm doing. Getting off camera to be humble, getting off the phone, hit Richard up and thank him 1,000 times. As far as the rest of the day goes here, and for a few more days, like I said, we're going to be putting the stuff on eBay, getting stuff flipped. If we go get that Atari Jaguar, I'll film it. You know, a few people, not a whole lot, but a few people enjoyed that. Because I have no idea what the heck I'm out here doing. And then, yeah, we've got a bunch of projects going on for the show back here in the studio. Stuff that I'm very excited about. And soon enough, I think for our schedule, since the Random Encounter Army probably wants to know, soon enough we're going to be doing some big, at least to me, Atari related videos, yeah? I'm going to be sharing basically how Aunt Lisa got me into video gaming and several decades worth of video gaming with Aunt Lisa on the Atari 2600 and 7800. Yeah, we'll be talking a heck of a lot about that. Out of all the consoles I've had, yeah, I've had pretty much every console that was released in North America at different times. Everything from the Vectrex to the PC Engine Duo to just the Wonder Swan. Different things, you know. Imported stuff from Japan, etc. And then the prices just kept getting crazier and crazier, and I got out of it. But there was 2 consoles I just couldn't let go of. My original Super Nintendo and the Atari 7800. Yeah? I couldn't let those go. So that's how special they are to me. Everything else I sold. Anyway. Yeah, we're going to do that. And then we've got several tabletop projects we're going to be working on. One thing we're going to be knocking down to the best of our ability is the deep delves. Yeah? Castles and Crusades deep delves over 2 years due. The Hostile deep delve. Several deep delves. Harp. Rollmaster, etc. Those I'm really looking forward to and building upon because they're some of my favorite RPG systems of all time. Yeah? Then we'll get more into solo gaming, advice, etc. and probably finally get into some actual tabletop gaming. You'll definitely be doing some board games and such. Like I said, there's some big projects that I'm trying to make happen in the background that will directly affect the show big time if we can make them happen. So yeah, pray for Deathstalker 5. Pray that he doesn't get lost in all the insanity of it. Yeah, anyway, I hope all of you out there are having a wonderful day. I can't wait to hear back from you. Have you tried the Vulcan verse? Yeah? When we did the video on the Fabled Lands, I think a lot of people went and checked that out. If you like that, this looks really promising. It looks really promising, and we'll be coming back with an update after I'm able to travel through the realms here. I'm really looking forward to the Workshop of the Gods. Yeah, that sounds amazing, but we're going to move our character around as long as it survives and see what we can find in this universe and come back with an update. We may have to update and say this is a fantastic, great experience for those new to solo gaming and even veterans. Yeah, because I still enjoy stuff like Fabled Lands, even though I'm mostly a solo player who likes to use a full RPG system, get out my generation tables, get out my Oracle, get out my miniatures, and do that kind of stuff. These definitely still have a place near and dear to my heart, these style games. Like I said, can we get off camera yet? You guys have a wonderful time. I'll see you next time here on the Random Encounter Show.
And this has been but one tale from the days of high adventure. You can join Deathstalker 5 on his quest by hitting that subscription button and joining his Random Encounter army. On the channel's About page, you will find our Facebook page and Facebook group where you can get more directly involved with the fun. And make sure you use our affiliate links to support our show.